Whoa. We got 2 new subs on YouTube last night. What? That's amaze balls. Ah. This guy scared me. Let's go to the Smuggler's Bay. We stopped the game right before we got to come in here.
Stop! Where are you rushing off to, you maniac? I'm here to make sure nobody comes in.
I'm not going in, but heading out. You're guarding the wrong side.
That's a good one. But still.
I really want that to work.
No. Stop. That. You.
You sent me a bunch of stuff. What, fan mail? Money?
Stop. What? Really? Huh? Oh, mommy dearest, I guess I need to move. Now, I'm sure I won't mess it up again. Thank you, my friend. And please, don't mention this to Arnulf. It's the fumes, you know? Go forth, and may your bloom never be too dry to smoke.
Just trick the guy into letting me in. The news and anime recommended actions. Recommendations? It's a little awkward for you, buddy. Yowzers! Brick! Is this just a wall? I think it's just a wall. Oh. Cat's doing some wacky things over there. Well, how you doing, Warlord? What's up, chat? How's everybody doing today? Damn. The snipe headshot. Bro, it really gave me that. The cross map headshot animation. Like I'm playing Sniper Elite, playing Sniper Elite. You hear him die?
Your road ends here. Ha! That's all you've got.
Haha. Have you had a good day, Warlord? Doing good? Glad to hear it. Poison arrows. Yay, yay.
Stay. This is my lucky day. Your road ends here.
What are you running from?
Your road ends here. Your road ends here.
Damn. Gonna drop the big fucking hammer on his head. All these daggone feathers coming out of these people. I got feathers for days. I got feathers for days. What the fuck are these thugs doing? What the hell kind of bandit camp is doing rituals like that? Never in my life have I seen something so silly.
Keep your eyes peeled. Who goes there? This is going to hurt. Your will is ours. I'll teach you to respect me. You're no match for our band. Say your prayers. This is my lucky day. You'll be fertilizing the soil. For mercy. Your money or your life. I'm
He's gonna keep respawning? Weak festering guard chest. Chest guard. Increase spell power, increase magic, critical chance, increase mana. It's a crazy thingy. those old tree staffs aren't worth shit anyway. Unlucky. I don't know what this ether bloom is, but it's gotta be valuable, so let's go ahead and take it all. Hope it's not like a controlled substance and I get put in jail for having it in my pocket. You're that guy. Yeah. Successful parries create a small ice explosion, chilling nearby enemies. Fire. Staff of Othalia. I already have that staff. What are you doing carrying copycat staffs? They trying to be like me. What's up with these fucking lockpicks? Sanguine Steam. Shooting's bow costs 5 HP, but also applies a massive amount of bleed to the opponent. I kinda like that. That's a sick. Smuggler's Dagger. Grants 10 gold after killing an enemy. Oh, that's a... That's the dagger I almost spent way too much money on. Good lord, bro. Charged by summoning. Fully heal your summons and increase their damage by 50%.
Watch your backs. I'll teach you to respect me. I'll teach you to respect me. You fight like a milkmaid. I'll teach you to respect me.
I don't need respect
You'll be
nobody.
fertilizing the soil.
I got respect for your mum's bum. Respect for your mum's bum. Jokes.
Wait, keep your eyes peeled.
He said keep your eyes peeled. You don't just let me sneak up upon you. One-sided shield. Blocking applies bleed. Sort by. Lockpicks weigh 0.1. I have a cooler thing. Why is there no music? Got easy pickings. Overweight again. Damn it, man.
You're not one of my suppliers. That means the guard is dead already, or he soon will be for letting strangers in.
It's true.
So, explain yourself, because I can either introduce you to Vitya, or make you an offer you can't refuse. Isn't that right, Vitya? It's time for supper, isn't it?
Kind of
You,
offer.
a very resourceful person by the looks of it, will give me 1,000 coins. And I, a very pragmatic person, will overlook the fact you've stumbled here without an invitation. Suit yourself.
Wondering if this guy. Can't seem to hit my guy. Oh, by 10. Restores 10 health after killing the enemy. That's a pretty good mace. Winter Crone's Wrath. Shoots a spread of 5 chilling projectiles. Shoots a spread of increasing accuracy with longer charge time. I have an invincible summon. Or it feels to be, so. What seems to be invincible. Hello, Geeky! How you doing, buddy?
That would to I'm great.
So let's smoke them.
Oh,
Just chilling?
it feels so good here with you. But to be completely happy, I wouldn't mind something to eat.
Just chilling. Ordered parts for upgrade on my PC after 5 years.
What I do know is that we've had mixed. For stomach aches and heartaches. That's what my grandma used to say. Said it was good for both. But not as much for the heart, you get me? Took me a while to figure out what she meant. If your guts are aching, you spat if you want to forget this crazy, messed up world. And that's where it gets tricky. My only... Well, but since you're new to the bloom, you'll probably just don't overdo it. Oh, Mommy, do you have it? Good. Do you have... Didn't expect kind of... Do you have... A proper meal? Do you have...
Damn, bro.
A proper... Do you have...
No.
This food... Do you have... Didn't ex... Do you have...
Bro, what the fuck?
Guess I'll be eating... Do you have...
Can I give him something fucking poison so he'll shut the hell up?
I won't forget. Do you have... You're alive, sir. Do you have... This food? Do you have... Well, all good things come to an end. You know, like, the world, man. The weirdness.
Asshole.
It's like
Just farmed me
creeping
for
in,
food.
right? It comes at night, changes people, turns them into, like, monsters. Or furniture. Yeah, like tables or chairs. It's freaky, man. Really freaky. We're sitting here, right? Under the noses of the keepers of the horns of the south. Like, any moment now, they could just
What kind of parts did you
show
get
up.
for your PC?
Boom. That place is sacred, dude. Right under the horns. It's... Oh, bro, it's not that simple. But for us, ooh, yeah. It's like a dice roll every time. Sometimes it's like, hey, cool, nothing happened. But other times, you're just gone, you know? So here we are, sitting in this, hole. Because the weirdness, it's like seeping in real slow from the bottom. But not enough to mess with us. We're good. For now. Hey, you're my best friend. You know that, right? We're like, connected, man.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna kill you.
You know, I don't really think in terms of good or bad jobs, man. It's more like life's just a series of encounters, right? People helping each other out when things get rough. What was I talking about again? Oh, yeah, the weirdness. Besides, the weirdness isn't all bad, you know? Our bloom, it loves the weirdness. Grows so beautifully in it. People don't get the weirdness, but maybe...
There's a lot of yapping.
Maybe it could be our best friend. Yes. You, sometimes, I feel like... 'Cause, you see, you can't just listen with your ears. That could lead you astray. You need
I'm like
to listen
stuck
with...
in an endless...
something else. They come up with it. But now it's what? We've been chatting like two fishwives. Why don't you...
Fucking goober, bro. Bro just ate all the food in my pockets. Good thing I'm walking around with a feast. I killed all the people around him. I spared him. What's the point of that being a cave if there's nothing blocking it? It's kind of silly, don't you think? I'm gonna fast travel back to the main place. Seems like got a lot of good quests already for me.
Rumpled?
Well, like undead for some unknown reason. Seemed like a cook.
Wait, Rumpled? The one who disappeared centuries ago? The chef obsessed with herring and cheese? All that effort, all that money, and it's rumpled. Oh my God, I'm crying. But, well, a deal's a deal. Here's your cut. Honestly, I thought it was about the lost treasures of the Dauriata, maybe an army of undead berserkers, something that would end the world. You have no idea how scared I was of this job. And now you're telling me it was undead Rumpels. All right, I'm feeling better now. If only. I can't get in touch with Brandon. And it seems that he gave the order to keep me here. Precisely here. Right in this damned spot. And I'm afraid, if I stay here any longer, some of those geezers might actually drop dead. Don't get me wrong, I quite like this place. The air is crisp, the sea is calming. It's true.
Welcome back. What kind of parts did you get?
Better, but I wouldn't mind living here one day. I used to love it when I was younger. It felt like an adventure. Like I was a brave heroine venturing into the dangerous world. But it gets boring after a decade or two. Eventually, you start feeling like you haven't had time to sit down since the moment you left. The dangers of the road stop becoming exciting. They become real. And before you know it, your entire life has slipped through your fingers. Life goes by so fast when you're always on the move. You keep thinking you have time for everything. Until you don't.
Think, but then you're old.
Only a keeper is allowed to own property in the Horns of the South. I looked it up. It's an
RTX
actual law,
5070 to replace
not just
my
something Brandon made up
3050.
so I'd stop breathing down his neck.
Ryzen 7
So unless I grow a
9700
pecker
X3D.
overnight, it'll never happen.
Replace my Ryzen 5. And a new cooler. That's sick. Why didn't you just go ahead and go for the 5090? Are they even available right now? Looks expensive as fuck. Okay, but you're a doctor now. You're in the echelon of... Doesn't mean I don't have other bills to pay. I still pay my car monthly. Okay, but okay, is anesthesiology not like an incredible career in your country? Because here it's like ridiculous money. Can live comfortably. I feel like you're underselling. Not gonna pry, of course. It'd be cool if they had like bro, just give me a list. Giant feather? Damn, just +5 encumbrance. Make sure I've read all these books. Problem at the moment is
Please, stay. I can't believe you actually did it. A blade buried in that giant body. I can only imagine what a sight that was. Here, take your reward. And please, accept Camelot's official
what kind of car do you
bounty.
have? A Lamborghini?
You've truly done a great service for the capital.
What's that car looking like, geeky?
Go. A fight. You managed to kill Rusty Argo? Well, well. A few months back, he supposedly took out a high-ranking red priest. But it was you who finally pulled it off. And from what I hear, he was a tough bastard. Go chop up.
It's funny because all he did was fall off.
Please. Go. Do you keep...
Damn, you're getting the hang of this quicker than most. Tell you what, I've got a pattern I've been sitting on, and if you get it right, you'll... Used to, didn't I? Oi, those books are the biggest load of crap I've ever come across. And I've talked to Rolf when he's had a few too many.
Lar said it would be better than the armor worn by the keepers.
Yeah, well, Alar is a fanatical follower of that Shadow Blade. He's read a couple of those books, and suddenly he thinks he knows my trade better than I do after 40 years in the forge. He even had the nerve to argue with me. Now, I told him, I can hammer your face just as easily as this steel. Well, that shut him up quick.
I can see you don't respect Arden.
Arden Shitblade, you mean? Of course I don't respect him. That fool is ruining the reputation
Arden
of every armorer out
Shitblade.
there. No one knows who he is or why his nonsense even gets published. But plenty of people would love to get their hands on him. I'd gladly get rid of him myself. You don't get it. Those books, they are dangerous. Think about it. Somebody reads that nonsense, makes armor, and then heads out into the world. What do you think will happen? They sure as hell won't become a Knight of the Round Table. First Grindelow they come across will punch right through that garbage armor. Exactly. That's why I think Arden needs to be stopped. Break his arms. Well, if you could find him, knock some sense into his empty head. And, cut off his hands, so he'd never write another book. I would cover you in gold. Thank you. You'll not only make this old smith happy, but the entire
Jesus.
guild will be grateful.
Cut off his hands? Why don't I just tell him to stop? Blade Drowner's Conch. And 2 more Drowner tongues. It's kind of lit. don't want to use old steel. Five dex, 3 prac. 5 dex, 3 endurance. I think I just leveled up, didn't I? Get that practicality up. If I do one more strength. Fuck, man. I feel like I'm leveling so slow. Which is kind of good. If I can just buy yellow wood from somebody.
The less attention, the better. And what? I'm giving you... You have no idea what we're doing here, do you? Seagulls. They steal food. Their caustic shits destroy tents and roofs. And when they're really hungry and gather in flocks, sometimes they even attack adults. Most people think they're just innocent birds. But I know who I'm fighting.
Oh, this guy look crazy. Holy shit, chat. My feet hurt.
Well, that's fair. You're not one of us, so I guess Rourke isn't here. Half of my pay. So, we need to solve the seagull problem. You'll search for their nests and destroy them without mercy. Serious times call. I see the nests will keep coming back. Only consistency will save us. Go. Not bad. Listen, how about we grow something bigger? size-wise. Good. Now pay attention. You're going to get us some pumpkin seeds. I don't know. Do you need everything? The less attention, the better.
How the hell am I supposed to find the pumpkin seeds? Can I purchase stuff from you? Or
Put that away.
to put that away when I was sliding.
Let me guess. He's trying to rope you into his campaign against Avalonian seagulls. It's a well-known story. All the keepers know of Gwylin's obsession, but it's less amusing than it sounds. You see, Gwylin is from a coastal village. His father, a fisherman, worked hard to feed his family. He instilled a deep hatred of seagulls in Gwylin, claiming they were our greatest enemy. He taught his son how to kill them effectively, and insisted they were agents of the Four Dwellers.
Yeah, that's goofy.
Essentially, yes, but he wasn't always like this. When he joined, he just didn't like seagulls and avoided them. I gave him simple jobs away from the walls, and everyone was happy. Until one day, he asked to serve on the walls. I agreed because I thought he'd simply got used to the birds. I had no idea I would be contributing. I spoke to him. Between his rants, I heard a confession I didn't expect. When Gwylin was only 7 years old, he saw a flock of seagulls attack his father and pluck his eyes out. Is it true? Or the ramblings of a madman? It's not for me to decide. Don't get me wrong, Gwylin is harmless, and he's a good soldier, but he can't be helped.
You could turn the Gwylin's madness.
Yes, it's crossed my mind. It's about time we gave the poor man some work away from those blasted seagulls. I'm thinking of keeping him busy around the keep, indoors, where it's quieter.
I got real confused with how Steam Deck works. I didn't even freaking try.
Yes? Great. A necromancer. Just... Good thing you got rid of him then. We already have the Dalriada almost on our doorstep. We don't need an army of the undead to boot. You did well.
Anything else to finish for people? Food products. Okay, food products go in this. Tainted grail. Tree cutting. Alright. Who sells wood? Because cutting the trees is impossible. I mean... Wait, do I even have enough? 53.
Ah. Cool. Oh, the biting refugee! It's a huge weight off my shoulders. I'm not gonna lie. I know Fergus probably already rewarded you. Maybe now we'll actually get some peace or... Well, but the... Because clearly, so the... Well... Some...
What did he give me? Trying to hook up with monsters doesn't usually end well.
Berg. Berg told you about Kindle. Why the hell did he... What? Kindle's what? You're telling me a ghost comes to him at night, knocking about and not letting him sleep? Shit! I sure wasn't expecting that. Hell, if you ask me, that entire thing was done and dusted long ago.
Not for Berg. Can you tell me anything more about what happened back then?
Shit happened. That's all. Kendall got promoted to Lance Corporal. He was strutting about like a fancy lady in a new petticoat. One day, he said, "We've got a job to do. All four of us." We were ambushed. Berg cracked. Same with Finley. Me, I had to act. That's it. That's the story. Listen, kid. You better stop talking out of your ass. You weren't there. And I was. And Berg, Finley too. I saved our lives. Wasn't about that, but about who deserved that promotion. I never thought it should have been me, mind you. Kendall was an arse licker. If the captain told him to shit himself, he'd have done it, standing to attention. Berg deserved the promotion. He was strong as a horse, best at fighting, and first of us to come to the horns. The rest came a bit later, though we were all still kids. Anyway, Finley thought the same.
Looks like all of you go through something the same could happen to you.
That's all bogus. Get moved.
Bro, how did I lose a 67% chance? Let's give that one a nice old college retry.
But get any what we were was Kendall, but the rest the same. I don't go anywhere near that. I don't know why Berg went there. He fessed up when we had a bit too much to drink. Now I think about it, that was when all this shit started happening. Berg brought it on himself. You don't go bothering the dead. That bandit ambush, that was a plan they came up with to get rid of me and Finley. Kendall was paranoid. I knew that. Me and Finley, we heard them whispering together. That's why I goaded those thugs to kill the traitorous wimp. We never told Berg that we knew, because what was the point? The three of us took a serious beating, and Kendall was done for. He was the one who messed with Berg's head. That's it. It was just too bad that Berg was so guilt-stricken from it all. Now get out of my sight. Get moving.
Seems Kendall didn't tell him the whole truth. Seems Kendall wasn't exactly honest. Seems like it now, huh? You have to pay half if someone dies in Dash. I don't know. I don't really know what the rule is because it hasn't happened to me yet. Okay, so it's a corporation. So I think that realistically, the manager can just delete the food and it not be a problem. Or like, so there's something called comps. And it's basically just like different codes that allow for like discounts or like, okay, so say you're sitting down at the restaurant and you order a chicken fettuccine. This actually happened to me today. You get a chicken fettuccine and the chicken comes out raw. What happened to me today was the whole table got the dinner for free. It was like a 6-top. It was 6 people. And it's probably gonna be like a $300 check. And they got, well, actually it wasn't that much because they didn't order a lot of stuff at the beginning. And their whole table got paid for. My chef swiped it away. But that being said, well, I got lucky because they were like, it's not your fault, blah blah blah, and then one of the guys gave me $40 anyway, which is probably more than I would have made if the food actually went through. So I was like, hell yeah. But something. So realistically, I think there's probably a button for that, or they just, it's like the managers, the thing about like working in a restaurant is you kind of like get close to each other. Like we're not like besties or like friends or whatever, but everyone starts to understand each other because you're all really close together and everyone's getting stressed out together and everyone's getting angry together and everyone's happy together. And like making money is kind of dependent on each other as well because like we help each other out, or we're supposed to. Some people don't. So yeah, it's kind of like you start to get to know each other well, and then you work together, and then like it's also like very personable. So most of the time, like your manager's gonna understand how messed up that'd be if you had to pay for their meal, because like it's like you didn't rob the restaurant, and you also got like super unlucky that, you know, it could have been any other server that got that table that dine and dashed, and then it was you. That's like, that sucks. So for the most part, at least at my restaurant, I would make the assumption that the managers will like, they'll just comp it off and delete the food. They'll just delete the whole table. Cause like they'll get like in trouble if their comps are too high, but for the most part, like there's just so much that goes on and so many people. Cause I think like we had like 700 people for Saturday dinner. And so there's like just so much that goes on with that like food needs to get taken off. You know, somebody might have a coupon. There's all this and that. So it's like it's not really expected that every single comp is traceable. So it's more just like a big number, and then if the number's too high, then like the corporate guy will get onto them and stuff, or maybe they'll get fired if it's too high. But yeah, so far I've never had that experience, and I've actually never seen it either. Maybe I've seen it and it just got deleted. But it's also probably like case by case. Like if you have like just an asshole manager, then they might make you pay for it or something. But I feel like that's either I think the dine and dash thing where the server has to pay is either like a wives' tale or it's just an old method. Like, I mean, that's kind of like human rights violation in my opinion. I mean, not like literally human rights, but like a violation of humanity. Like, what? Somebody decided to commit a crime and now I have to pay the penance? That doesn't make sense to me. I'd probably refuse to pay that. Like, I didn't commit the crime. I was forced to accept this table that ended up committing a crime. Why do I have to pay money? That would be ridiculous to me. But yeah. What sucks even worse than dine and dashing, because it's really not my problem. That's up for the managers to figure out. But what sucks so much worse is getting undertipped. And it's like, it's not like, oh, well, you don't give me your money. It's like, there's so much that factors into me getting paid that you spending $100 and then tipping me $5 is awful, because I also have to pay other people. So it's not just all the money goes to me. I then have to pay the people that are assisting me and like the supporting staff. So there's a job that runs food, and in some restaurants, like I think in other Maggianos, there's a food runner, there's a liquor runner, there's a coffee person. Some people probably, or some places probably tip out like the silverware and bread person, but we don't, and we don't have a coffee person, we don't have a liquor runner. So it's pretty cush. We only have a food runner and then the busser, and then if we sell alcohol, we pay the bar, because the bar makes drinks for us. Which I think is stupid with the wine. Like, if I get a bottle of wine and I have to pay the bar, it's just ridiculous. Because they didn't do anything. Most of the time, I went and got the bottle for myself. Or all they did was hand me a bottle. And then I go to the table, I open it, I pour it for everybody, all that kind of stuff. It's like absurd that I have to pay you guys for wine. But like mixed drinks, it makes a lot of sense. Beers, whatever, fine. Beers aren't that expensive, so I don't really give a shit about paying for like being tipped out or tipping out for beers. But like the bar tip out isn't usually that bad anyway, though. But yeah, so it's like, okay, so if you spend $100, I have to, my tips are obviously like 20% is pretty much standard. 20% is 20% of the sales, right? So you spend $100, you tip 20%. That means you should be tipping $20. Okay? And then I have to go pay the busser and the food runner based off of a percentage of my sales as well. So that number gets a little frustrating. Like, if I'm, let's see. Okay, we'll just do this. All right, so let's just say, because this has happened to me, $100 times 20% is $20. Okay, but if you do $5, that's gonna be what, 5%? Okay, yeah, because we're using the 100. My brain's a little slow right now. So if you tip me 5%, you tip me $5. I have to take 3% of $100, which is $3, and then I have to take 1.5% of $100, which is $1.50. I'm sorry, I am actually calculating this all out, and I'm just, every time I get to the solution, I'm like, obviously, it's just $1.50. But I digress. That means that that I have to pay $4.50 out of that $5 to my supporting staff. That means that I made 50 cents. I didn't make $5. I made 50 cents. And that is devastating. Because I have to pay my bills, right? So it's really, really unfortunate when that happens. Luckily, sometimes you get a table that like kind of makes up for it. Like, oh, this guy tipped me 30%. So then it like evens out, but it really sucks that like that 30% is like usually a bonus because you did really well with the table and they really liked you. So they're being generous with you. And then it's like your generosity is so much appreciated, but unfortunately it like doesn't matter because it's like doing the balancing act where it's like the sands are shifting into that low to bring up the average of all of them. So it still sucks. Like you can't, when you have tables like that, then you unfortunately can't appreciate those bonus tips as much. You know, like the people that go the extra mile and give you extra money. But I had a table today, guys. Oh my gosh. It was so great. I had this table and he just kept spending money, man. He just kept running out the check. And then he goes, he's like, I'm ready for the check. And then he's like, thank you so much for that food recommendation. That's awesome. And then he was drinking this wine, but we had run out of that wine. And he was like, I was like, I'm sorry, sir, we're out of the Josh. And he's like, oh, that's fine. How about you just pick a Cabernet for me? And I was like, you can't be telling people that because they'll just pick the most expensive one. But I have so the most expensive one is going to be the Camus. Camus is a really famous wine brand, and it's actually so fucking delicious. But my second favorite in the whole restaurant is called Quilt. It's Napa Valley Quilt. The Quilt Cabernet is so good. I love it. And so I was like, okay, we're going to go for a more expensive wine because I know this guy's got that money. But I'm not going to just be like, no integrity, just throw the most expensive at him. Because he didn't. It was kind of like we exchanged a look and he was giving me a blank check. But I didn't want to abuse the blank check. You know, it's like, oh, here's a blank check. Write whatever you want. All right, I'll write $1 million. When it's like, that's like overkill. So I'm going to write 500,000. Right? But it was still, the wine I recommended, or the wine I got for him was like double the cost, like double the price of what he was normally drinking. Because he's rich as hell, but I don't think he has like he doesn't have like a snobby wine taste, I guess. I mean, he does. Like, he even told me, he was like, you know what I really like is the Stag's Leap. And I was like, oh, we have that as well. So it would have been sick if I had chosen the Stag's Leap. And then he goes, oh man, that's a great choice. But he complimented me on my wine choice. He said that quilt was an awesome choice. Thank you so much. I was like, yeah, you're welcome. It's one of my favorites in the whole restaurant. And then he goes, all right, I'm ready for the check, man. And then he goes, actually, let's grab a dessert. So he adds another thing, and then after he added the dessert, he added that wine, and then he was ready for the check. And so, I'm bringing him the check, and I'm like, here's your total, here's the breakdown, just in case you want to review it. And then he goes, oh, here's my card. He just let me handle the transaction. I was like, okay. And then he goes, you know what? Just put 75 on there, which is like, I want to say his check was like $250. Wait, how's that work? Oh, it's 75 divided by 250. So he was tipping me 30%, right? And he goes, I was like, oh my gosh, thank you very much. I was like, are you sure? Thank you so much. And he's like, yeah, absolutely. And he's like, you know what? Just go ahead and put 100 on there. And I was like, wait, really? And then he's like, what's the most tip you've ever gotten? And I was like, well, I had a big party that gave me 100 once. And he's like, okay, well, I can't be second to anyone, so just drop a bucket a quarter. So he said 125. So bro went from a 30% tip, which is already like, damn, that's incredible. He tipped me 60% on his bill. He tipped me $125 on that check. It was so sick. And then he was like, and let me get the receipt and go ahead and write your name on it so I can... He's like, what's your name? And he shook my hand. He's like, okay, Abel. And then he's like, go ahead and write your name down for me just in case so that when I come back I can ask for you. And I was like, okay, damn. So I've got this guy that's ready to he's just got that money, and he's going to be asking for me by name because he liked my service so much. It's kind of crazy. So, that was sick, man. That was one of the coolest tables I've ever had. I mean, obviously, because he paid me a hell of money. He was already really cool, though. Like, it was really, like, easy to interact with him. Sometimes you feel, like, a little stiff. And you gotta, like, ease into some of the tables. At least for me, I don't just, like, some servers just, like, walk up and they're super comfortable right away and, like, the confidence and everything. But I just kind of try and keep it, like, proper and, like, I guess you could say rigid, but I always show, like, friendliness and everything. But yeah. Yeah, it was a really cool table today. And so, so then I went the extra step and I got him a VIP card, which gives him a free, it's like a coupon basically. It's like a welcome back, and you're the VIP, or you're going to be the VIP when you come in. You show the card and you get sat easy, I think. And then they get like a free appetizer or dessert. And I was like, so here's my name. I wrote my name on the card and gave him the VIP card. And I was like, this is for your next visit here. It's going to be a free appetizer, free dessert, whichever one you want. And he's like, wow, that's so cool, man. You rock, blah, 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 blah. Like, he doesn't need the free, but it's more of the, like, it's the gesture. It's the, you took care of me, I'm taking care of you. Or I took care of you, then he took care of me, like, I don't know, it went up to, like, what, 60% tip, so by triple what I was expecting. And so now I'm going to take care of you back by being like, here's the VIP, and you ask me by name. And he was already saying next time he comes back, he's going to ask me by name. That's actually the second table that is ready to, like, come back for my service. So I'm starting to get people that want to sit with me specifically, and that's kind of sick. People that are going to be, like, looking for me when they come to the restaurant. Did you set Kindle up? Is that how he died? He doesn't know. No? Kindle became your commander. Was it envy? No? Were you fighting? Yeah. You didn't think he was fit to be your commander? Yeah. He used to be a friend, then he became your commander. Did Kindle change after that? Yeah. Did Berg visit the shrine recently? Thank you, that's all. You've helped a lot. Mute Finley. Poor Finley would know. $20,000 coins. How much do I have? 8,600. Be nice to own all the houses. Assumably, there's gonna be one in each settlement. Repairing the village, Blade in the Shadows. It's kind of crazy that he wants me to, like, fucking maim the guy. He wants me to chop off his hands. There you go. That's my server story for the day. It was a really good day, chat.
You need something?
How good is it? Really good.
Depends. Oh, that's my dream too. Would you take my... Because I know where to find him. The almanac isn't printed by Arden himself, but in Timberwall, based on his manuscripts. In the first editions, they accidentally included not only Arden's name and pen name, but also his place of residence. I paid a good sum to get a copy, but here it is. No problem. I'll lend you this copy.
Okay. Timberwall. Shrine of Deer. Here, let's see. Smuggler's Bay Dungeon, Druidic Shrine, Smuggler's Bay. Come back over here. Unexceptional. Oh my god. It's the guy.
Well, it seems that my attempt to get rid of our king failed. You could have told me. This again? Look, I don't blame you. Our king always was a master at manipulation, and he did heal you of the Red Death. You don't remember? I didn't have to figure anything out. He saved you when the monster attacked us at sea. Arthur, can you hear me, you parasite? I am coming for you.
So what, you're on your way to steal Excalibur now?
Oh, I will make him remember. I have my ways. I don't think I have to answer if you didn't grant me the courtesy of telling me the truth. Same thing I always do. Cleaning up the mess our king's actions and decisions left behind in this world. There was a beast down there that needed to be put down. Hideous thing. No, that's you. You can decide to help me. You can decide to help him. At this point, it doesn't even matter, since we're both after the same thing. I'm sure he wants to regain his power, and I want to destroy every single piece of his soul. Either way, you'll be helping us both. Now, it was nice talking to you. I'll be keeping a close watch over your journey. No, I don't have an issue with you. And now that I saw the extent of his power, even in his weakened state, I realize it would be pointless to try to free you of him. I'll need something stronger than the blade I carry with me. No, you know what to do. You will be doing it, and I have other matters to take care of. But if you want my help, all right? Once again, I can prove I'm not your... You can ask me one question, and I'll answer truthfully. Or I can give you an artifact I found. I should have known. The Arthur I swore my loyalty to was a man. Not a rotting carcass, mindlessly destroying everything in his path, convinced that's what's best for Avalon. He was honorable, brave, and just. Well, at least that's what I thought back then, when I was still young and naive. Now I know that the man I so admired, he toyed with nature. He brought ruin to this land. And in the end, he had no courage to let it all go. And that's what needed to be done. That's enough talking. We'll meet.
I'm definitely taking the artifact. I don't care about. I don't want them damn questions. Damn, what the hell is that up there? It's so dark out here.
Well, look, I don't blame you. Oh, there was a... No, you can... I'm sure either way. Now, I'll be keeping... No, I'll need... No, but you can... Smart choice, although not the one I was expecting. We'll meet.
It's my artifact. Menhir figurine. Oh yeah. It's a good artifact. Damn, he done killed everything in here. Holy shit. Damn. Okay, how about we do this? And do flame torrent. Paraplast core. Oh my god. Frosty! Wait, he killed that? Frosty! Once carried for long enough, what? Once carried for long enough, it can be hatched by resting near a bonfire. Steps to hatch. Wait, Pokemon? Am I gonna have to fight one of these things? Holy shit. That's intense. What are you doing, Frosty? One more game of DVD, then you're going to bed? Lame. I'm gonna go to bed while listening to my lovely voice. Oh, yes. Holy shit. That hurt. Attack! Damn, bro, hits hard. Bro be hitting hard. It's kind of funny. Moon is bright as shit underwater. Like hurting my eyeballs. Holy. Should have probably rested. Skilly. Waters are strange, although we don't make long journeys. Our recent sailings were unbearably prolonged, as if the sea currents did not favor us in our dearest endurance. I thought I knew these waters like the back of my hand, and yet even an old sea wolf can be surprised, or something's in the air. As the wind howled and roared, dark clouds gathered over us. The storm has knocked us off course. We'll hit the rocks. If we are where I suspect we are, then we are lucky in all this misery. There should be a few caves not too far away. With the rest of the surviving crew, we should be able to drive the cargo there. Hell yeah, I'll take some meteorite ore. I don't even know what you use it for yet. But I'll take it.
That one, I remember. It was a weird beast, born from the nightmare of Pelennor, one of my knights. His family spoke of a legend of the questing beast, a relentless monster that hunted his ancestors without end. He made it his life's mission to slay it, and yet, no such creature existed in the homelands. But when we came here, it appeared before him. Poor Pelennor died the moment he saw it, overcome by terror. It was Palamedes who struck it down. This weird beast looked the same. I can only assume it is a spawn of Pellennor's demise.
Damn. Accept. Let's see what that shield does. 30% of the parry damage is dealt to the attacker. Bro, these shields look kind of sick. Increases the damage and reduces the mana cost. Don't call me a liar. That looks pretty sick back there on the horizon. The big ass swords. Question is, does the bonk stick portion scale with spirituality or one hand? Actually, some relics do apply to spells and melee weapons. You're gonna have to read the relics effects. Well, the guy talked about there being a cave nearby to hide the stuff. I equip a daggum fishing rod. Let's see if I can remember how. Cup. I caught a cup. Really special herring. You can get another one? Bro, this water. That was intense. So Juan's basically just gonna act like a catalyst for... for something. Sorry, this is what happens, chat. My brain just kind of like slows down. Start saying sentences, and then I unsay those sentences.
Supposed to You're no
Hammer battle.
Take that, fool! You'll regret this. This is going to hurt.
It's funny when the combat music kicks in for half a second. Oh, you know what I forgot about? I have a fucking horse now. I got a fucking horse. Sorry, wolves. Wolves are always going to be the kind of tough at first, but quickly get to the point where you just one-shot it.
I'm not beaten yet. Back to your hovel, coward. Show me what you are made of. I'll strike you down.
Oh, bro, my freaking bows do a lot of damage.
You'll fall to my sword.
That's a lot of loot. God damn. Two-handed's kind of crazy. Venison? Bears ain't no venison.
No match for our band. You're no match for our band. Did that hurt?
Fuck. I got hit by an arrow from back there and I got fucked. The first time I've like full died. Oh, I should probably. I honestly should probably switch this stupid flamethrower off. It'd be nice if I had You know what? I think my damage output is highest with the dagger. I'm not gonna lie.
You're well. It's ours. Your road ends here. You're finished. You're no match for our band.
Oh, maybe I didn't get hit by an arrow. I was just already like so weak that. Key to the Kage? Hey, it's that guy. Maybe?
Help! Help! I'm here! Help! Much better. I suggest we leave quickly. You may have attracted some attention with your actions.
My actions? I just slaughtered all these dudes.
Vidar, the Pict. I'd add at your service, but we both know that's not how this works. Not here, not now, not yet.
Not here, not now, not yet.
I know the weirdness. And in these times, such knowledge is worth more than gold. That's why they captured me.
And it's probably why I'm still alive. I overheard them say they're going to hand me over to some crow. Crow isn't a name, but a title. Crows belong to the children of Morrigan.
Ooh.
I assume the one holding me was a hatchling. He would have been promoted to a fledgling if the hand.
Morgan's a big old mage.
That's
She's
all I
a
know. Can I
crazy
go
dark
now?
witch.
You've never seen a desecrated shrine of the All-Mother. Incredible. I thought the terror of the children had spread far by now. Morrigan is their goddess, where the All-Mother stands for love, care, and peace. Morrigan is her opposite.
Yeah, let's go pee.
A patron of war, death, and destruction.
Standing up.
If the All-Mother is the light,
off.
Morrigan is a shadow. You have no mercy. I tell you what I know. But let's not linger too long. Someone might notice your work. Every bandit on Avalon wants to join the Children of Morrigan. They control everything that happens in the shadows. Smuggling, politics, assassinations. They claim they're building a new world from the ashes of the old, under Morrigan's banner instead of the All-Mother's. That's probably why they're rounding up the picks. You did save me. It is, and weirdness is pure potential. An untamed creative force. If you fear it, your fear will
A new
create
take on the weirdness.
horrors. But if you enter with an open mind, we Picts have been trying to understand the weirdness for years. To make it serve our purpose. It has always been and always will be. But I doubt it has a specific order. It's as natural to Avalon as any other element. You need not fear it, unless you yourself make it dangerous. Nothing will happen. We do know, however, that the Four Dwellers were naturally attuned to perceiving and shaping the weirdness. My people had to learn it on our own. There's the trouble. You can't fight the weirdness. You can only try to push it away. It's like air. You can limit it by lighting a fire in a sealed room. But beyond that, it's always present.
Kind of cool take.
People use various
The weirdness
methods.
is like
Weird
not just a plague, right?
menhirs, even bonfires fueled by ethereal cobwebs.
So mysterious,
They
scary
work,
plague is
but
a typical
my
trope
people
for a
prefer
fantasy
to
game
befriend
RPG.
the weirdness rather than force it away.
But it's more like a supernatural, like psychedelic power.
I overheard them mention the ruins of Roscry. It's a tiny village, long, but if you're thinking of ambushing the crow, I beg you, don't. However, if we pretend you're the bandit supposed to deliver me, they didn't keep me in prison for nothing. I can defend myself. I just need my hands freed. I propose we meet near Roscry and deal with the crow together. Thanks to you, I'm no longer their prisoner. But I fear for my brothers and sisters. If they don't get me, they'll just find 3 others like me, and the horror will continue.
Excellent. We must remain vigilant. Thanks to our union.
Be cool to have a follower. I was hoping he'd be like my follower, but so far there's not really any indication that you can have like a follower, like a pack mule follower. Still a big chunk of fucking. What do you guys think, chat? I'm having so much fun with this game. It's so interesting. Oh, fuck. That actually scared me. Okay, they need to fix that. Slide collision with enemies.
I can... Sour herring with cheese. I can smell it. You made it. Do you understand now? Only by expanding our desires and fully embracing pleasure can we, the unfortunate beings thrust into this sorrowful world, hope to find a few roses among life's thorns. You will never be free from the smell of...
Rumpel's Revenge condensates cheese from your own blood into a solid state in front of you. Wait, you could just conjure cheese?
If you want to use my kitchen, go ahead, help yourself.
Goofy ass quest. It's cool though. It's funny. Go through all that, get in there, there's zero reward, just an undead guy. And then he gives you a quest, you're like, oh yeah. And then there's zero anything still. Man, Sage is such a like a limited resource. Alright, let's go back to the last voyage. Saya, what's good? That's my dog. That's my man. Already sacrificed to there. Just came back from Gala. Like a dance. What's Gala? It's just like a dance event. Dinner event charity. Ooh. That's cool. Did you donate? Wow. That's so great, Saya. Was it fun? Did you like dress up in like a dress? Did you put on a dress, Saya? A lot of fun, and yes, I wore a tuxedo and we had an after party. Ooh, how was the after party?
Where do you think you're going? It's closed. Not my problem. That's... Go ahead. But speak to Vran first.
Sobder.
Why is everything always such a hassle?
Therav. Uguay.
Careful. Legs snap easy.
Oh, that was slightly aggressive.
Mabin let you in. Well, this must be urgent then. You don't strike me as a godly sort of person. But I must be wrong if you're willing to risk your life just to visit some old ruin. Go ahead. It's just up the stairs, and past all my berserkers. I'm no sure yet. First, I need to see if you're really as determined as you claim. I'm not about to share our secrets with somebody that's only half committed.
You was busy? Did you get drunk?
I've got a potion from
I want to know
Therov,
how old you are. So
made for my warriors.
Drinking.
He claims
Had a
his
nice,
alchemy
fun
is
party.
better than what the Volker tribe has known for generations. The thing is, I don't fully trust his brews, so I need somebody else to test this one for me. That's for you. It's supposed to enhance my warrior's abilities. In the long run, it could be useful. But, I can't risk my men just to... Here.
Yes,
So,
there was liquor. I did
how
have a
about-
drink.
What the hell? Damn it, Therov.
No!
I wasn't expecting this. No gonna lie. I don't know what you're trying to say. Just come sit by the fire with me. Feeling better now? Try saying something. Glad to see you haven't lost your sense of humour. Exactly why I've always told Therov he's full of shit. He's chasing the impossible. I knew it wouldn't work.
Better drink
but
some water.
At least the potion wasn't dangerous. I wasn't expecting you to just go along with it. No Volker would accept a potion like that from an outsider. You're really determined to enter the temple, aren't you?
cool. It sounds like a fun little time.
No, I can see you're reckless. But I still don't know if I can trust you. Turns out, I need some... help. For somebody who's no Del Rita. Don't push me out. One Eye wants to make nice with the keepers. Though if you ask me, no level in their precious pile of rocks to the ground is nice enough already. But he says that's no enough. He's looking to make a gesture of goodwill. Show them we're not here to conquer but to forge an alliance against a common enemy. And he's put me in charge of picking out a gift to send to the Horns of the South. You may laugh, but if One Eye thinks this is important, then it truly is. And it's no like he can trust anybody else here with something like this. Take Sobder. He'd likely just barge into the keep, punch somebody in the face, and call it a friendly spur. Camelot, of course. Who else is there? Acting like a damn plague in this island. Everything they touch turns to ash. It's a touch that rots and spreads,
Really sleepy.
corroding everything from within. The land, the people,
Really
nothing is
sleepy.
safe. The sooner they're gone, the better for everybody. I've got one. I sent some of my men to hunt down bandits and told them to collect an ear from each one they killed. I thought of Ugwi make them into a necklace, but apparently, stringing ears on a wire is beneath his pride as an Ulfrite smith. Think you could help me put it together? I know your lot thinks we're savages, but just so you know, it's no a tradition with us either. How else would they know we've been helping? The keepers probably wouldn't notice fewer bandits. They barely leave their walls.
There's a little
If
hearts
you've got a
popping
better
up on my
idea,
YouTube.
I'm all ears.
These little hearts popping out of the chat. It's a diplomatic gift, so it should represent your people, something meaningful.
I could have Ugwi forge an axe, but he doesn't see much difference between the Southerners and the Camlotians. Know that I blame him. I can't either. I just take One Eye's word that it exists. But I don't trust Ugwi not to somehow make it insulting.
I'm just chilling in the corner
As
of
for
my
my
eye. These
people,
little
The Volker stripped themselves of any
little
meaning a long time
emojis
ago.
flutter up.
The only thing we have left is the Berserker potion. But that's too That'll tell me what kind of man he is. If he thinks we're so dishonorable, maybe that vial would be worth. What? You want the entire fortress to start quacking now? No. Thereof's no an option. Besides, don't the folks of Camelot hate the kind of magic he practices? You, of all people, should know I am.
What do you mean, you of all people? Oh, because of the chicken.
It's no his skill, I doubt. It's his commitment. Though maybe I'm wrong. We're all supposed to be united under One Eye's banner, aren't we? Fine. Why don't you talk to Ugwi? Tell him what needs to be done. You know better than I do what gift the Keepers will appreciate most.
I don't know shit, bro. Wait, my stash is over here? That's kind of sick.
Someone's bound to start trouble.
Mm-hmm. First, you showed up here like a dimwit.
I look into your eyes and I don't know whether you're made of steel or you're just a fool.
But you are here. And Maven didn't chop you to pieces with her axe. The runes seem to favor you, even though you're an outsider. I guess that has to be enough, for now. It's still more than you should expect.
If you need something, talk to Vran. She's in charge. The woman. What of it? The Dalriata are not like those in Camelot. We don't make women wear frocks and sit at home. Our women have names. And if they have names, it means they earned them like all other Dalriata. Vran was chosen by One Eye, and One Eye doesn't make mistakes.
I don't need to tell you anything. Just wait and see for yourself. When the South is free from Arthur's dogs. Go. Bring...
if I can buy wood here. Or maybe there's a chopping
Idle
board.
hands make dull warriors.
Why is everything always such a hassle?
Don't trust calm days.
Why did I acquire that way so much? What is all this weight on my back? I just sent all the crafting materials away. One more strength and I can wear that. There'll be something in here that just weighs something fierce. I guess all this shit does kind of add up to...
Watch yourself.
Get me into a desk popped, alright? Jeez. accept. Alright, let's see if we've helped enough people.
Always good to have a little rest.
Wonder if she sells wood. Nope. How much wood do I have? $30 because you just bought some. Tree. Hopefully this thing's nice and stocked up. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So close.
It's nice to have a break.
$33 goes 14. The day cycle goes really fast. I'm well rested. Well, there's some kind of like haunting quest you get from that. This random ass, abandoned ass, head ass house. Tree. We can rebuild the thingy. I guess I didn't have to buy that. This is a good bit smarter than allowing you to just chop trees down, because that requires the trees to become like an entity rather than there's an ending to that sentence. It would require all the trees around everywhere to be an entity. Like an interactable thing instead of just like staple to the world. Which helps with, I guess, like budget. Be somewhat valid.
I know. The gate's standing proud. Folks around here might not say much, but they'll notice. A place that looks cared for makes people care more in return. Good work. If I had, maybe Fergus will even crack a smile. Or at least grunt in approval. Either way, you've done well. If something else comes up, I'll let... No.
Ah, more crafting things. Alright, let's see if Fergas. Phineas and Fergas. Let's see if this guy will allow me to see Capitan.
You've done your part in proving your worth. You won't find the captain at the Horns of the South. He ordered us to lock down the keep, and then he disappeared.
Would have found this out a long
I have
time
my
ago.
suspicions about where he might be, but I can't say for sure. And frankly, I hope I'm wrong. Brandon once said he wasn't afraid to go to the Dol Riada, and the way he said it, I couldn't tell if he was joking. So maybe he went to make a deal with them? I think that's ridiculous. Everyone knows the Dol Riada are savages. Diplomacy is not their strong suit. But if it's true, if the captain did go to broker peace with the Dol Riada, you'd most likely find him at the All-Mother's Temple, where One Eye and his thugs are holed up. I can't say. But if you need to find the captain, and if you do find the captain, tell him to Galahad the Pure is already on his way, and he won't be pleased to find a bunch of keepers hiding behind the walls without their commander. We'll all
that
face
would be
consequences if that
a
happens.
little unfortunate for everybody. What does your fart self have to sell?
Certainly.
Mother's Embrace. 2,000 for that? I feel like I'll just find that since it's like the first healing spell that isn't like vamp. Wonder if I got enough Drowner Tongues to do his next quest.
You've done it again! Oh, there's real craftsmanship in this one. Oh, I've got something else for you, friend. This one will make you sweat, but hopefully you'll come out as sharp as my finest blade.
Be cool if shops updated as you did questicles. Revenant's armor. A skull and bones. Skulls and bones. Increase melee damage by 20%. Increase weak spot damage by 20%. You get 30% off of those two? Damn. Damn. Wait, what about the hatching quest egg? $1,984 more steps. Till I get the questing beast egg. That'll be cool. You stop taking these stupid silk people's stuff. And I can only wear 2 rings, so. BFFs. Alright, let's switch the cheese back. Oh, that's not sage. Oh wait, and we can wear... That look pretty cool. No, I just used my superpower. Oh, that's cool. It takes from my stash, even out here. That's a nice little...
That's all you've got. Your money. This is my lucky day.
Gotta say, dealing with arrows is pretty fucking easy.
You're only making me angry.
There's no way I can just do this.
No, you'll regret this. I'm not beaten yet. No, you'll regret this. I'll make you pay for that.
Bro's huge.
No, you'll regret this.
That's all you've got. Your gold belongs to us. I'm not beaten yet. Is that supposed to hurt?
Yeah.
This is my lucky day.
Chat! We're the cheese gods. My name is Sinan. I am 7 years old. You hurt my family and me mad. I promise I will get revenge on you. You think I small, but I not. Mama say small candle burn darkness. I be small candle. I burn darkness. You do too, family. Papa teach. Marshall day teach. Me bravs and smirt. I learn and grow big. When I big, I find you and mac you pay. You no hurt family anymore. You see, I no forgive you. Some of the dead bodies are sus as hell, bro. Let's see this bitch. Restores 60 stamina when killing. That's a fucking badass sword there, mate. Stamina cost is insanity, though. And you're telling me that thing does less damage than the spine breaker? Tomato. Tomato, potato, potato, tomato. Sussy ass corpse.
That's all you've got. Your gold belongs to us. This is my lucky day.
Arrow's Loki got a lot of hit scan.
Stay focused.
Ah!
You'll regret this.
I didn't expect you to get here so quick.
You're in for a world of hurt.
Plus 10 gold. Reinforced chest has 1 wood.
Stay focused.
Be nice if that was like lined up more.
This is going to hurt.
A Morning Star?
You're no match for our band.
Morningstar's sick, bro. Bury treasure. Man, nobody's very good at burying treasure. Ah!
This is going to hurt.
It's a lot of bandito grambadito.
Your rodents, dear. Your wealth is ours.
I think I may have accidentally come from the back end of the... Whoa, whoa, relax.
This is my lucky day. Oh, you'll regret this.
Crazy last words.
We'll make short work of you.
Where's all these arrows coming from? Like 3 archers all shooting at me? What in the hell? Man, you guys suck.
I'm finished. Your money or your life.
Damn! Pulled a raspberry out of this dead guy's ass. Alright, well I done did this. Yep, that's a sentence. Best friends forever. The All-Mother Shrine. Oh yeah, okay. Robbie from Grubwood. Robbie was just like you and me, and that's what made him the best. A friend of the poor and the downtrodden, he showed the pompous fools where they belonged. Glory to Robbie. Robbie's the coolest fella.
That's right. I didn't. When I became Lance Corporal, they got all pissy about it. Said I didn't deserve it, even though we'd all been serving together for years. They were breathing down my neck, knowing one of them would be next to get it. They were plotting and giving me dirty looks. Each day was worse than the last. Once we were on a patrol near Grubwood, and they left me alone. They wanted me to die like a dog, wanted me to believe they got lost. Next time was even worse. I was on the night watch, and I saw a murder of crows. They were sitting nearby, staring at me. I'm sure one of those bastards put some kind of curse on me. Went to a druid to ask for one.
Go on.
So I thought to myself, it's either me or them. I made a deal with Berg. I told him I'll make him my right hand, and we get rid of Tagan and Fiddly. At the place of the ambush, we were supposed to meet a few bandits who wanted to kidnap some people. It didn't sit all that well with me, because why would they need 2 keepers? But I brushed it off, and I just went with it. Then, when push came to shove, Berg cracked, and Tagan turned the bandits against me. There was so much going on that those sons of bitches stopped caring about our deal. They killed me for the fun of it.
You started and you suffered the consequences of your terrible choices.
You're a wise fella now. Screw what Finley and Tagan did. They were cowards. It's about Berg. Oaths are binding. Yet he betrayed me. Me!
Use Berg's friendships to appease your own delusions. Now you want to use Berg to drown
It's
yourself
just
out.
words. A trick for the living. You can't change what happened. So you can't change my nature. Old wounds don't leave scars on the dead.
The source of your anguish is what you felt back then, and what you feel now. It's on you alone, not Berg or
Cut it
anyone
off.
else.
Cut it off, I said.
You know it, just admit it.
I can't listen to this crap. You and Berg, you win. Damn you bastards. I'm out of here.
This is how I fix a haunting? What was the pukey sound? Gardener Yogan asked me to find pumpkin seeds. Shadow Blade is in Quanat. Suppose I should pay him a visit. The Last Voyage. Heber. Katrin. I still haven't found whoever this is supposed to be. We got Sinan. All the tags of the keepers. I haven't been finding keepers anymore. Revenant armor, so I need bones and skulls. Marge. The weird deer. Yeah, so I gotta kill 2 weird deer in that, like, small time frame, which is a little spooky. It's a spooky thing to try and do. I wonder what you have to offer the All-Mother. So I think, chat, it turns out I overdid the helping everyone thing. But I always do this, I'll be honest. This is just a common Able W. Where I do hella quests because they're fun. But honestly, leveling isn't like super fast in this game. Sheep's head look like fucking guts. looks like to get. It looks like this cave is gonna be just the temple cave, but I'm gonna check and see if there's an entrance right here. Oh, there's some kind of entrance right here. Oh. I was right. So I guess this is a different cave. I hope so. What is the deal with that big bird? At least the underwater vision is nice. Man, my eyes are all heavy. I don't know how much longer I've got in me. I might have to cut the stream off. Which should have already been in bed, so. This hammer's sick. Killing with the hammer is pretty satisfying. What? It's just sit by the fire. It's just sitting by the fire. It's not really actually interacting. Look at how freaking sick I am. Merlin's Thorn. That sounds sick. Shoots a single homing projectile. Gradually generates up to 7 weaker projectiles and shoots all of them in quick succession upon release. Damn, throwing daggers. Davy Jones? Oh, shit. say this. Summons make a lot of stuff a lot easier. Tide Piercer. Heavy attacks cost an additional 20 mana. Shoot a piercing wave, dealing 150% weapon damage to all enemies hit. Yeah. Big old gnarly buccaneer sword. Oh, 20 mana? Ah, I can't do it because of the mana cap I've got. Is that another god? Or dead god? Hey! Oh my gosh. Well, I said whispers, so I guess King Buttcheek will know. Will give me some words about that. That's a pretty sick sword. I wonder if, like... I hear a sound emanating. I wonder how messed up, like, sound is in this game. Like, things that they intend for that hasn't been fixed yet. Ain't no Bowie Twezza. The summon spawning in right in front of me is just so diabolical. It's frightening, to say the least. Alright, cool. We explored the cave. We found a giant thing. And now... I go to sleep. Alright, chat, if you're new to the stream, make sure you subscribe to YouTube, follow the Twitch, do all that. Super supportive, super helpful. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I stream every single night. Thank you for the lurks, thank you for the chats. And you guys have a wonderful night. I really appreciate you spending time in the stream. Alright. I'll be on tomorrow. Okay, maybe some spooky games, some little Halloween games, some Tainted Grail, we'll see. Alright, guys. Thank you for the hearts, thank you for the hearts. Mysterious heart person. Have a wonderful night, bye-bye. There's your birthday.